Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. Got NFL Sunday videos coming out now. This one I'm doing 49ers versus Falcons, which at first glance you're like, but if you take a look at the numbers, this is an interesting matchup, so let's dive in.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, San Francisco on the road in Atlanta. The look-ahead line for this game was Atlanta plus 6.5, but by Tuesday morning it was down to 5.5. Look at all the sharp money on the Falcons. 73% of the money on Atlanta by Tuesday morning. Sharp money is on the Falcons all week. No changes there, and the books continue to drop this line. Now, as of Saturday night, we're looking at Atlanta plus 4.5. So this line has dropped a full 2 points since the open. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Atlanta plus 5.28. So that maybe has a very, very slight lean on San Francisco. Really no lean at all there. So let's roll through a quick breakdown, and we'll start with the fact that the Falcons have not lost a game against the spread this year. The only perfect team, 5-0 against the spread on the season. So do we just blindly bet them until they lose? I mean, what's up? On paper, this is definitely a tough matchup for the Falcons. I mean, they've done all their damage this year through the run game. They're second in rushing DVOA, second in the NFL, the Falcons. Blows my mind. 7th in yards per carry. The offensive line is 8th in adjusted line yards. Just top to bottom, this Falcons rushing attack has been good as hell this whole year. But that's where the positivity ends when you're talking about the Falcons offense, because despite having some cool weapons in the passing game, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Mariota hasn't been good. He actually sits 30th in the NFL in completion percentage so far. Now, notice that I said on paper, this is a tough matchup for the Falcons. On paper, because on paper, the 49ers defense is the best in the NFL. But we really need to take a look at their injury concerns because it's alarming. Ready for this? So first off, their best corner, Emmanuel Mosley, got hurt last week. He's out for the year. That's a very unfortunate loss for them. He was on pace to being a Pro Bowler this year, by the way. He was having a great year. The guy that's supposed to come in and replace him, Jason Verrett, he hasn't played football in 13 months. He played week 1 last year, got hurt. This will be his first game back. So yeah, it's good that he's coming back, but he hasn't played football in over a year. What kind of performance are you expecting out of him? Nick Bosa and Arik Armstead, the two best players on the 49ers defensive line, both for this game. Also, Javon Kinlaw, he hasn't practiced all week. He's highly questionable. And then the 4th defensive lineman, Samson Abuka, he missed Wednesday practice. He did participate in a light practice on Thursday, but he may not play. So yes, you heard that correctly. The San Francisco 49ers may be without all 4 of their starting defensive linemen. So even though the 49ers might have the best defense in the NFL, certainly a top 3 defense, how much do you trust them on the road? Back-to-back road games, both of them across the country, missing maybe 6 defensive starters. So I think the Falcons are going to be able to move the ball in this game. I really do. But what about when Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers offense has the ball? What happens then? So one thing we need to take a note of with the 49ers offense. So if you look, they're 16th in DVOA. So you might glance at that and be like, okay, they're an average offense. But it's important to know that since Jimmy Garoppolo took over, they're actually 9th in DVOA. So this offense has been significantly better since Garoppolo took over. Here's the chart right here for the 49ers offensive DVOA, and you can see it's a steady uphill climb here. But things have been going well since Garoppolo took the helm. So how does this 49ers offense match up against the Falcons defense? The Falcons defense hasn't been good, man. Here's some numbers here. Just 27th in overall defensive DVOA, 20th against the pass, 27th against the run. So I think it's safe to say that the 49ers should move the ball just fine in this game. The problem is I think the Falcons are going to move the ball right back. Time of possession should be a huge factor in this game, and I want you to check something out. So if you look at the 2 games that San Francisco lost, to the Bears, to the Broncos. What do those 2 teams have in common? Both of them are run-first offenses. Now, neither of them really ran the ball well against the 49ers, but they didn't give up. They just kept running the ball, kept controlling the clock, kept the 49ers off the field. And what were the final scores of those games? 19-10 and 11-10. Notice that the 49ers offense, despite being efficient, if you keep them off the field, 10 points and 10 points. Chicago and Denver, those are the only 2 run-first offenses that San Francisco has seen this whole season. Atlanta's the 3rd, and I think the Falcons could beat them here. So even with the line down at 4.5, I'm still on the birds. Give me Atlanta plus 4.5. Let's lock that in. If anything changes with this bet, I will let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the full final Sunday ticket, bet of the day, top 7 bets, parlays, that kind of stuff, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. NFL Sunday, Week 6. Let's have a good one. We need it. Our team needs it. Let's have a good Sunday. I'll talk to you on Twitter.